to this quiet journey. If you're here right now, your mind probably won't stop running. Maybe it's late at night and thoughts are racing through your head like waves that won't settle. You're not alone. For thousands of years, humans across every civilization have fought the same battle with the overthinking mind. But they left us something precious: wisdom, written in ink, blood, and lived experience. Tonight, we'll travel together across continents and centuries, from the ancient temples of Japan to the deserts of Arabia, from the mountains of the Himalayas to the philosophy schools of ancient Greece. Each culture discovered something true about the restless mind. So take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop. You don't need to fix anything right now. Just listen. In Japan, there's a concept called wabi-sabi, the profound acceptance of imperfection and impermanence. The Japanese tea masters understood something essential. Beauty exists in the incomplete, the imperfect, the impermanent. A cracked tea bowl isn't broken, it's honest. It tells the truth about existence. Your overthinking mind is trying to make everything perfect, to control every outcome, to prepare for every possibility. But listen to what the Zen master Shunryu Suzuki said. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's, there are few. Your mind believes that if it thinks hard enough, long enough, it can prevent all pain and guarantee all success. But this is the illusion that keeps you awake. There's another Japanese word, mono no aware, the bittersweet awareness that all things must pass. The cherry blossoms are beautiful precisely because they fall. If they lasted forever, would we notice them at all? Tonight, what if you didn't need to figure everything out? What if uncertainty wasn't a problem to solve, but a truth to accept? The 13th century Japanese poet Dogen wrote, "To study the self is to forget the self." When you stop trying so hard to control your thoughts, something miraculous happens. They begin to settle on their own, like sediment in still water. Let's travel now to ancient Rome, to the mind of Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet spent his nights writing to himself about peace. In his private journals, which we now call meditations, he wrote something that echoes across 2,000 years. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your overthinking mind is often worried about things that haven't happened, may never happen, or have already happened and cannot be changed. The Stoics called this fantasia, impressions that seem real but are just mental constructions. Epictetus, who was born a slave, taught, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Think about what you're ruminating on right now. Is it something within your control or outside it? The Stoics had a beautiful exercise. They divided everything into two categories: things you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your character, and things you cannot, other people's opinions, the past, the future, the weather, death. Seneca wrote in his letters, We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Read that again slowly. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Right now, in this present moment, are you actually in danger? Or is your mind creating scenarios, rehearsing conversations, predicting disasters that exist only as thoughts? The Stoic practice is simple but not easy. Return to what is real, what is now, what is within your power. In ancient China, Lao Tzu observed water. He watched how it flows around obstacles, how it doesn't force its way, but finds the path, how it's soft, yet can carve through stone. From these observations came the Tao Te Ching, which says, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Your overthinking mind is always hurrying, always pushing, always trying to force solutions. But have you noticed? The harder you try to fall asleep, the more awake you become. The more you chase happiness, the more it eludes you. This is what the Taoists call Wu Wei, effortless action, doing without forcing. Lao Tzu wrote, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." What are you holding on to right now? What conversation from 3 weeks ago? What worry about next month? What version of yourself you think you should be? The Taoist sages understood that the bamboo survives the storm not by being rigid, but by bending. Your mind doesn't need to be stronger, harder, more disciplined. Sometimes it needs to be softer, more flexible, more willing to bend with reality. Chuang-Tzu told a story about a tree so twisted and gnarled that no carpenter would cut it down. Because it was useless for lumber, it lived for thousands of years. He asked, what appears useless is actually supremely useful. Your overthinking, your sensitivity, your deep feeling, these aren't flaws to fix. They're part of who you are. The question isn't how to eliminate them, but how to live with them gracefully. Muddy water, let stand, becomes clear. This is the entire practice in one sentence. From the deserts and gardens of Persia, the Sufi mystics sang a different kind of wisdom. They understood that the overthinking mind needs more than logic. It needs beauty, poetry, metaphor. Rumi, the 13th century poet, wrote words that still breathe life into weary hearts. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Your overthinking often comes from pain, from wounds, from fears, from loves that didn't work out, from versions of yourself you had to leave behind. But Rumi reminds us that these very wounds are openings. He wrote, "Don't turn away. Keep your gaze on the bandaged place. That's where the light enters you." What if your sensitivity, your tendency to think deeply, to feel everything, what if these aren't problems, but gifts? What if the very thing that keeps you awake at night is also what makes you capable of profound understanding, deep compassion, rare insight? Another Sufi poet, Hafiz, wrote, "Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, 'You owe me.' Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky." Your mind overthinks because it's trying to earn, to deserve, to prove, to protect. But what if you don't owe anything? what if you're already enough? Rumi again. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Beneath all the noise of overthinking, there's a deeper wisdom. The Sufis called it the heart's knowledge, a knowing that doesn't come from analysis, but from presence, from listening to what's true beneath the thoughts. Stop acting so small, Rumi says. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. The Buddha sat under a tree and watched his mind for days. He didn't fight with it. He didn't try to stop thinking. He simply observed. And what he discovered changed millions of lives. Thoughts are not facts. They're just thoughts. They arise, they exist for a moment, they pass away. The Buddha taught, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. But here's what's often misunderstood. He didn't mean you should control every thought. He meant you should observe the relationship between thinking and suffering. In the Buddhist tradition, there's a teaching about the second arrow. When an arrow strikes you, there's pain. But then the mind shoots a second arrow, the story about the pain, the judgment, the fear, the why me. Your overthinking is often the second arrow. Something happens. The conversation doesn't go well. You make a mistake. You feel uncertain. That's the first arrow. Then your mind shoots the second. I always mess things up. I'm not good enough. People must think I'm stupid. This will ruin everything. The Vietnamese monk Thich Nhat Hanh taught, feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. Right now, notice your breath. You don't have to change it, just notice it. In and out. This simple act breaks the spell of overthinking. The Tibetan teacher Pema Chodron said, "You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather." Your thoughts, your worries, your fears, they're weather patterns, sometimes stormy, sometimes calm. But you are the vast sky that holds it all. The sky is never threatened by the storms that pass through it. The indigenous peoples of North America lived close to the earth and understood patterns that our modern minds have forgotten. A Cherokee elder teaching his grandson about life said, "A fight is going on inside me. It's a terrible fight between two wolves. One is evil. He has anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego." He continued, "The other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith." The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too. The grandson thought about it and asked, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." Every time your mind spirals into worry, you're feeding one wolf. Every time you return to the present moment, to gratitude, to what's actually here, you're feeding the other. The Lakota people have a phrase, "Mitakuye Oyasin," all my relations. It's a reminder that you're not separate, not alone, not fighting this battle in isolation. You're connected to everything that breathes, to everyone who has ever felt this way. The Hopi elder Dan Everhema said, "We are the ones we have been waiting for." You don't need a perfect technique, a flawless meditation practice, or a completely quiet mind to find peace. You already have everything you need. The wisdom is already within you. Socrates walked the streets of Athens asking questions. He didn't claim to have all the answers. In fact, his wisdom came from knowing what he didn't know. He said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." But here's the paradox for the overthinker. You examine everything constantly. You analyze every conversation, every decision, every possible outcome. So maybe for you, the wisdom is different. The over-examined life can also become unlivable. There's a balance. Reflection without rumination. Awareness without obsession. Aristotle taught about the golden mean, the middle path between extremes. Not too much, not too little. Not reckless, but not paralyzed by caution either. Your overthinking mind lives in extremes, all or nothing, perfect or failure, safe or dangerous. But life exists in the nuanced middle. Most things are neither catastrophic nor perfect. They're just things that happen. Heraclitus, the philosopher of change, said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man." Everything is always changing, including you, including your thoughts, including whatever you're worried about right now. The Greek concept of ataraxia, tranquility, untroubled peace, wasn't about having no thoughts. It was about not being disturbed by them. Your thoughts can be there. They don't have to leave, but they don't have to run the show either. In the Islamic tradition, there's a beautiful concept, tawakkul, trust in the divine plan while still taking action. A Bedouin once asked the Prophet Muhammad whether he should tie his camel first and then trust in God, or just trust in God without tying the camel. The answer: tie your camel first, then trust in God. Your overthinking often comes from the belief that you must control everything, predict everything, prevent everything. But this wisdom says, do your part, then release the rest. There's a saying, Allah does not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. Whatever you're carrying right now, you can bear it. Not forever, not all at once, but right now, in this moment, you're doing it. You're here. You're breathing. The Persian poet Sa'di wrote in the Gulistan, "Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy." What feels overwhelming tonight will not feel this way forever. The intensity will pass. It always does. In Arabic, there's a phrase, Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. God is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. This isn't about religious belief necessarily. It's about recognizing that you don't have to carry everything alone. Something larger holds you, whether you call it God, the universe, the Tao, or simply life itself. You can put down the burden of trying to control things that were never yours to control. All these traditions, separated by thousands of miles, and thousands of years discovered the same truth. The thinking mind is not the enemy, but identifying completely with every thought, that's where suffering lives. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices thoughts. Tonight, practice this. When a thought comes that disturbs you, instead of fighting it or believing it completely, simply notice. There's a worried thought. There's an anxious thought. There's a thought about the past. There's a thought about the future. You're not denying the thoughts. You're changing your relationship with them. The Indian sage Nisargadatta Maharaj said, "Wisdom tells me I am nothing. Love tells me I am everything. Between the two, my life flows." You contain multitudes. You are both small and infinite, both limited and capable of extraordinary things, both fragile and resilient beyond measure. Your overthinking comes from caring deeply, from wanting to do well, from being sensitive to life. These aren't flaws. The question is, can you hold all of this with compassion? Can you be gentle with the part of you that worries, that plans, that tries so hard to keep you safe? Tonight, you don't need to solve anything. You don't need to become someone different. You just need to be here, breathing, letting the wisdom of ages wash over you like a gentle stream. All around the world, right now, there are others just like you, lying awake, thinking too much, feeling too deeply. You are part of an ancient lineage of sensitive souls, of deep thinkers, of people who feel the weight of existence. Every philosopher we visited tonight was once awake in the dark, wrestling with the same questions you wrestle with. As you prepare for sleep, remember, you don't have to fix your mind tonight. You don't have to become enlightened. You don't have to stop thinking. Just breathe. Just be. Just allow. The Japanese say, fall 7 times, stand up 8. The Sufis say, the wound is where the light enters. The Buddhists say, this too shall pass. The Stoics say, you have power over your mind. All of it is true, and all of it is here for you, whenever you need it. Let your eyes close, let your breath slow, let the thoughts come and go like clouds. You are the sky, you have always been the sky. Sleep well, ancient soul. The world needs your sensitive heart, your overthinking mind, your deep feeling. Good night.